Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to Vivid Collectibles once again. My name is Danny, and tonight I'm going to be talking to you about XM Studios Rhino. This is a statue that has been out for a while. Again, I had no plans to get this. Things happened. I ended up getting this as a, I guess, compensatory statue, if you will. There's a story behind it I'm not going to get into, but it's here. It's been here for a couple of months now, and I'm glad I got him. He's really, really cool. He's way bigger than you think when you look at the dimensions, because he's not very tall, but he is very deep and very wide and extremely heavy. Typical XM, they do go all out, so when they make their statues, they make them heavy, which is a blessing and a curse. I get it. Their quality, but they're also very difficult to move around and to display. If you're a little bit of a hoarder like me, right, because we used to be collectors, now I have like a ridiculous number of these things, and now I'm a hoarder, even though I do like these things quite a bit. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I don't know who sculpted this. XM doesn't give you too many details on this stuff, but I've had them for a while, and I gotta tell you, I'm very happy with it. My initial reaction was not disappointment, but I wasn't exactly blown away by it. But the longer I have it and the more that I look at it, the more you realize what a great piece of work this is. From design to sculpt and paint, everything works on this. And because it's mostly gray, there is room for error, so they don't have to be as precise. But what's there is absolutely terrific. It did come with only one portrait, which is attached already. All you got to do really is attach the wheel on the left of the base and his horn. That's it. Everything else comes pre-assembled, so it's a very, very easy assembly. And moving him, other than the fact that he's very heavy, isn't that difficult because he's pretty stable. So without much further ado, let's get into the actual review. Alright, so what do we have here? What we have here, when you're looking at, is ASM 41, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 41, which is his first comic book appearance. I thought that was a really nice nod by XM Studios to do that. Obviously, it's a New York cab, so you got a New York plate on it. Alright, so let's get into the sub base. What you have is basically just blacktop, all destroyed, and the blacktop looks really, really good. Again, great paint work, great textures, nice cracks, right? So this guy is so big, he jumped on it. The blacktop is cracked and then turning, so you see pipes underneath here. Again, sub base is just rock with nice textures and different paint work. Looks really, really, just really good. It's well done. It is what it is, right? It's just rocks. It's nothing that fancy, but it's all done very nicely, right? And then you have some of those pipes underneath the ground, right? It is New York City. As far as, again, the blacktop painted beautifully. It looks nice and weathered. It looks very believable. It looks good. Nothing to complain about. All right. So what we have is a upside down taxi cab. This guy destroyed this taxi. There you go. You have your taxi yellow, almost like a little mustardy, a little darker than maybe most of these cabs are, but it's pretty close, with some nice textures. And you can see what used to be a grill right there, and you can see where the brakes are. Undercarriage is destroyed, and you can even see brake lines. I mean, they went all out. I mean, it looks like a real car, right? Underneath here, it's all crushed and destroyed. It's a nice shine to it, so the purple lights reflect off of it. There are no purples in this statue. I don't want it to throw you off. And then the rubber looks good. It looks like real rubber. It's unbelievable. Look at that. And it looks weathered and worn. It just looks very, very good. And then your standard ugly hubcaps, steel wheels with the lug nuts. Everything looks good. All right. So now we're going to start moving up Mr. Rhino's body. And there you go. There's all the texturing you would expect out of a Rhino statue and some huge muscle anatomy. So this guy's obviously a monster. He's huge, and he's got that like rugged, wrinkled, just ugly skin right throughout, with a nice like a lighter gray. Now initially, the initial photos were very dark. People didn't like that. So XM, as they tend to do, they listened and they made the paint a little lighter, and now it's more reflective of Rhino. But again, look at the paintwork, and that sculpt is amazing. It looks like he's got like armor, right? So it's armored on top, much like a real Rhino. And it's done very, very nicely. Again, look at the folds, the muscles, the nice textures, almost like a rocky texture, but it's not, obviously. But all the wrinkles and the paintwork, again, because of the way it's sculpted, there's room for error there, but they did a really good job anyways. His six-pack, very muscular, big guy, big pecs. Again, they look like they're armor, right? Like a Rhino would have. Huge bicep, big hands. The nails are done really, really well. If this thing will ever focus. There you go. Nice nails. They look like real nails. You can see the folds on the finger. That looks great. And the way it's crushing that tire. Beautiful sculpt and paint by XM Studios as usual. Look at how it's indented. This guy means business. Alright, more of that muscle definition throughout. Big muscular guy. This thing is enormous, and he's means business. And then his fist and a ball, ready to just do damage. You see the wrinkles. I mean, this thing is big. Very big. Alright, so let's back up a little bit. Shoulders, again, some of that muscles and some of that armoring right there. It almost looks like a shell. Looks fantastic. Again, look at the definition of the shoulders. Big neck with great vein work and tendon work. Look at that. This guy is angry, and the portrait is a home run. Great expression, nice wet tongue, great teeth work. XM kills it when it comes to that. And then you can even see all the wrinkles right there by the eyes, the red on the eyes. It's just outstanding work by XM Studios. What a job on this portrait. It looks absolutely amazing. And then you have the Rhino eyes and the costume. It's kind of eerie looking, but it looks really good. Nice and high shine. And then his horns look great. They look absolutely amazing, actually. Look at the texture and paintwork on that. And the little horn. So overall, this is a really, really nice piece. And this is the money shot right there, right? He's coming at you. He's got command and presence. He's hunched over, so it doesn't seem like he's that big, but this thing is big and heavy. I'll give you a different angle so you can take a look at that. It's a monster. It's a huge statue. Very heavy, but I like him. I'm glad that I ended up getting this piece. Now again, right now, he's being displayed to the right in front of where Hulk is, actually in front of Thor. That spot right there, and he kind of works there. So he's going back there right after this review. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. I'd like to hear your feedback on these videos. Thank you so much.